You've got to make that
keep the
decision.
schedule.
You have to make that decision whether you want to take something seriously or not.
And keep the schedules. Like timing is important.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know, this is the reason why I think a lot of groups also kind of fall by the wayside, because one member in the group lets the rest of the group down. Like usually when you got a band, the joke is either the drummer or the bass player.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because they never turn up on time.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, that's all it takes. So now it's just about the fans getting on board and giving you that push you deserve.
Definitely.
You know? And you're not the only artist to deserve it. There's a lot, but there's a lot of artists also who, you know, they just don't support other artists because they're scared that these guys are going to end up becoming bigger than they are.
Yeah.
And,
I've seen that. It's,
but I think that's a toxic problem in the whole scene, you know.
Yeah,
I think,
agree.
so how would you end?
because
how
I
would you end something
I
like
couldn't even say that I wasn't guilty of that sometimes. You know, it's as bad as it is. You can be like that, where you're just like, you don't put as much effort into other people's stuff, you know. And I think that's probably where the US wins over the UK,
They
hands
support
down.
each other. They
Really elevate, and they
You
may
see-
not. They're not friends all the time.
Yeah.
Like they elevate based on the fact that they want it
But-
to
but you
work
know-
for that scene.
But not only for the scene. You know what the thing is? There's so much money being made in that country.
Yeah,
that, you know,
yeah.
people are driven by the money, so they'll put their differences aside and they'll chase the money.
Yeah,
But I'm saying
we
in the
don't have
UK,
that
we don't
here.
have that.
No,
So
no,
maybe
no.
that's what the problem is.
Yeah.
But the reality is, if you created something, then the money would come in.
Oh,
would, yeah,
Let's
yeah.
look at the grime scene. Look at what the grime scene has done.
Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and I've been saying to people for years that they need to work together and whatever, but the mentality of the artists that we're dealing with in the UK hip hop scene and just urban scene in general, it's like they don't support each other.
No.
You know, and I don't know how we can change that without.
And you know what? As well, I think that
yeah.
restricts the quality as well. Because if I hear you make beats and they're banging, they're better than mine, but I'm not gonna tell no one about you because your beats are so good. And then everyone's lost out on a wicked producer that can make better music. You know, so people actively will hold someone else back because they'll think there's only one step on that ladder, and I don't want his foot going on it. I want mine on it. You know, it's not about that.
Which
man.
is sad.
It is sad.
of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is. But it's a very egotistical thing to do anyway, isn't it? You know. So we're trying to allow space for other people to come into your zone is quite a hard thing to do, isn't it? It's not human nature a lot of the time.
Yeah,
You
but you know, it takes a bigger man to change that. Though.
Of course it is,
Yeah,
and
for
it's
sure.
not the wrong thing to do, but it explains why it's so difficult at the same time. But you've got to challenge these things, you know. It has to change at some point, without a doubt. And
But you know, earlier we were saying that, you know, if something ain't working, you know, you'd be silly if you just carried on.
Yeah,
This is what I'm
yeah.
saying. This hasn't been working, and people are still carrying on doing
Yeah.
the same
Yeah,
things
yeah.
they've done for years, and then wondering why they have to get, you know, regular jobs, stacking
Yeah.
shelves at Tesco's and working at, you know, KFC. And,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Which
Yeah, it's
is making me
collective
feel
moves,
hungry
isn't it?
now.
No, you're right. You're right. And,
collective
but then there's a
moves are strong.
saturation of everyone wants to do it as well, you know. So
But surely not everyone is as talented as
no,
others,
but that's why
so-
you've got to have a sort of the mechanics of it all. You've got to have a kind of infrastructure, and I don't think we've got that. We certainly haven't passed things well on to the next generation. I don't think, you know, where we.
I've got an idea here. How about we take Lab 79, combine it with 691 Influential, and we call it Lab 79691. And we basically put our forces together and we get rid of all the stuff that isn't really worthy of being heard by the masses and focus on getting those that deserve to be heard.
Just do
You know
it.
what I mean?
It'll be like
Yeah.
a hip hop vigilante type of thing.
And I'll get a logo made up and just Lab 79691. It's starting to sound like, what's that?
Yeah,
Hollywood
Beverly Hills,
program?
isn't it? Beverly
Hills
Hills.
90210.
90210. That's it. I'll grow a pair of sideburns.
Oh, well. All right, so what have you got lined up in the next couple of months? Is there anything have you got any videos out now that people need to know about?
You probably know more because you're the one editing all the videos and the artwork.
We just dropped pieces, not another video, which is Skirmish, Killer, Manage and Conflicts.
Okay.
So that's just come out now, that's on YouTube.
So, conflicts, the way you pronounced it there, just can you spell it out because it sounded like cornflakes? Can you spell it out?
CONFLIX.
Okay. C-O-N, sorry, I'll do it there. C-O-N-F-L-I-X. not cornflakes.
Not cornflakes.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
he's just recently come out the woodwork.
Wood flicks.
Someone said that, and he replied like, said, "Man's talking about me like I'm an ant or something."
A woodlouse.
He said ant at the beginning, man.
An ant or woodlouse.
Talking about me like some little ant or something. Yeah, come out the woodwork.
Yeah,
That's
kind of
funny.
woodwork, yes.
It was well funny.
They can talk all they want. When he gets on the mic, it's all settled
it's
in.
game over. Yeah, it's game
settled.
over.
Game over.
Game
So it's all
over.
good. Yeah. So
Yeah, we just dropped that. That's out to view. And what we've got a few things, just tracks recorded.
Rain's.
Well, no.
Scrams and Manage, I think, we've got a.
Yeah, they
joint.
right. Yeah, so they've got a joint.
Possessed is.
Oh, you know, I'm glad you said that. What is Possessed up to? Because that guy, when I first heard him years ago, it was like, yo.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and I was keeping an eye out, then he just disappeared.
Yeah.
What happened? Because that guy was
a man
so
of
sick.
mystery, man.
Yeah, he is.
He needs the art scrums. He's on the background.
I heard he joined the Taliban or something.
He is.
It's something like that.
What happened?
I think he's got stuff coming out on Lab 79.
Yeah, he's got a
maybe,
couple-
I
Oh,
don't
so
know,
you're
I
in
don't
contact?
Yeah,
Manage has been, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. So
we've got a couple.
you
singles.
might not be seeing stuff of his. I'm pretty sure.
Well,
something.
we're doing a video for one of them, so you'll
Yeah, well,
you'll
there you go
definitely
then.
get you'll get something.
So when you do your solo projects, are you going to be releasing them under Lab 79 still?
I think if it comes through the whole makeup of Lab 79, then it would, yeah. So if it was like a managed production or an affiliated producer production, like Jack produces as well, then it would. But if somebody wants to do a separate project with
They can
another
go.
producer, that would just be their own thing, you know.
Okay,
what
and
I mean?
everyone's cool with that. as well, which
Hey,
is
everyone's
good.
doing that
It's
anyway.
good.
Yeah. So I think it's just the sound needs to be Lab
Right.
79E
Yeah.
eventually. That's what.
So you just changed the company name from Lab 79 to Lab 79E.
Nah, that's like that's a way of doing
That's
it.
the adjective.
You got a lab. yeah, that's it. The teacher's now stepping in. You see.
Oh gosh. All right. So do you get involved in the production as well, or I mean, are you producing? Or you just do the?
I don't
MC?
produce. You produce,
produce,
and
yeah.
things will be happening. I'm sure, man.
Yeah. Managers, I think he's written to something I've sent over. I've just got loads of beats, man. I'm working with other people.
Yeah,
outside
who
Lab
you working
79
with?
as well.
You're working with a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of
I
other
always
people.
keep it on under the hat until
you
it's
go.
out. But
Okay.
I've got another album which I can say with Revenge of the Truants from Harlem.
Okay.
We released something last year, and we've got a new thing coming, so that'll be coming out real soon.
Okay.
And then there's a couple other things UK wise, but like I say, that's staying under the hat for now.
Where can people find you if they want to find out more about what either yourself as an individual are doing, or as Lab 79? Is there like a Lab 79 website? Anything that you need to let people
Yeah, I
know?
think mainly, well, personally, Instagram is the best place to reach me, at Jack Diggs. Everyone's on Insta, other than
Okay.
Rain.
Yeah.
I'll, you know what? Instead of asking them for the details now, I mean, I'll get the description. I'll get the details and put it into the
Yeah.
description on YouTube, and you can catch them there. But yeah, you definitely need to catch them. So, pipeline.
Pipeline is something every month minimum for as long as we can.
And are you all London based now?
Yeah.
So it's easy
Pretty
to
much, yeah.
hook
Yeah,
up,
other
Yeah.
than,
even though there's.
And I think there's more people that are going to be joining on to things as well. I know there's going to be people more on the sort of PR side of things that are going to start helping out now
Okay.
in terms of sort of doing the jobs that the artists aren't so good at or have, don't want to do. So I think things will be expanding, like behind the scenes. More people will be coming into the projects.
So Lab 79 is all of you guys, but there's room for there to be another 100
All
if
sorts,
there is.
yeah.
so
Collaborations,
collective, collective
real
kind of
recognised, real whatever it is, man. It's like you're going to start working with people that you want to work with every now and then, bring them in, but not necessarily, the core kind of group.
All right, and for you, you said you started shooting videos for people as well, so it's not just Lab 79. You're doing.
Well, yeah, as long as I've got the time to do it.
Okay.
you
So
know,
you want to promote that to let people know you shoot videos if they need the
yeah,
services?
just hit me up on Instagram at Jack Diggs, and yeah, we'll talk about whatever there.
Okay.
Like, as I said, man, I come into Lab 79 thing, and that's my number one priority when it comes to creating. So
Okay. So
this is
basically,
like
if
fun,
someone
you know?
comes in and says, "I've got $5 grand, shoot me a video," and Lab 79 goes, "I've got 5 pence, get in the damn
So,
studio."
well, you know, I'll do it the weekend after next for the
Okay.
$5 grand. 'cause
So
this
that's
week
what I'm
I'll
trying to
do
say.
Lab 7,
So
9.
the money's not gonna deter you. Lab 79 all the way.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see that when the
I
$5
can't
grand's
buy a house for
offered.
$5 grand.
Yeah, we're like, Jack, why aren't you picking the phone up, man?
And then next week he's got like 7 videos out.
You know, that,
I'll say it on the video.
I'm like, as the price, you know what I mean? Slap in
and
the
you working
pocket.
on no day job, no new cameras. You know?
Yeah, new
I
cameras.
can see the group falling apart because of that.
Yeah, you know that.
No, I wouldn't.
We're
No,
tight.
I'm not like that, man. I'm not. You know
I mean,
what? I feel that what
sorry.
we're creating is bigger than what I can create on my own. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, hit me for a video and I'll shoot you a video. But like I say, priority
that's
is
good.
what we're doing. So
Okay.
I think that's keep it moving because it ain't just me. This is all of us doing this.
Yeah.
And
So let's
how's
keep it going.
how's all this pandemic situation affecting the way you work at the moment?
Well, a lot, really.
Tell a few lies.
What?
We've not done anything in the pandemic. We've done it all virtually.
And you've done it all wearing masks and stuff.
Right,
Yeah, it's all been-
I've
all
had
been-
to-
Don't go out,
I've had
you
to
exercise on the
Photoshop
balcony.
it all out after.
Yeah. No, I mean, no meeting up really, was it? It's
No,
just
no.
And if it was, it's social distancing.
Yeah.
I bring my own gel and you know.
And,
what I
and
mean?
just so you know that this is actually being interviewed outside of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Outside the rules. So it's all fine.
Yeah, but
And
there's a
politically correct
split
people.
here, isn't there? You're
There
not
is,
actually
yeah,
there.
I'm not
You're
actually
you're over there.
Yeah, we just camera tricks.
Yeah,
You know.
it's like
Our cameraman is an amazing
like
cameraman.
GMB.
Yeah. Green
like
screen's a
GMB.
hell of a thing. I'm actually at home now. I'm on a yeah, green screen me in.
You know, dad jackets and dad jokes, man. I mean, you can't get away from these things.
Sorry, man, I can't help it.
Anyway, so really, how has it affected the recording process and like shooting videos and stuff? Like when you shoot videos, for example, are you all keeping your 2 meters distance and wearing masks and not talking to each other anymore?
Of course.
No, we're not.
I said
no, we are. I said it.
Yeah, but this is stuff we did away from here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, but you know when it's outside, we're safe enough. We're not
Okay.
all, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's an exemption on filming, is there not? I think.
Yeah, no, it's work, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's work.
Yeah,
so you're allowed it.
yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. The rules don't make sense, but we won't go there because we're not into politics or religion.
Nah.
I mean,
And like some of us are just shooting solo things anyway or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it doesn't like.
all right. So, is there anything else that you want to add? Anything that you need to say that you feel needs to be heard before we kind of round it up?
Just big up to everyone, man. And I think the main thing now is just to start doing stuff. You know, stop sitting back on things and being shy to put stuff out. Just keep putting it out. Have some faith in what you're doing. Support other people. I think, you know, that was a message that you were saying at the beginning of all of this. Mm-hmm. And I picked up quite a lot onto that, you know, just to say it is true. You've got to just, how are you going to, you know, get support for your stuff if you're not doing it yourself?
Yeah,
You know,
let's
you
put it
can't be
together.
this kind of messiah kind of person that's just going to command respect from everyone, you know. You've got to show it to be able to receive it. So it is a good message, you know.
Yeah, I think also, like, you know, no matter what you do, like you could go into martial arts, for example, and somewhere down the line you just go, you know what, I'm never going to be the martial artist I thought I was going to be, and you know, I'll just carry on doing this as a hobby, but I won't get in the way of other people becoming better martial artists by, you know, just slagging them off constantly, trying to put them down and not supporting them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
a little bit of support goes a long way.
Definitely.
No, it does, man.
You know, and all I'm saying is, as an artist, it's like, you know, there must come a point where you just go, even my business aspect of everything isn't in place, or I'm just not that artist that I thought I was.
Yeah.
And what I need to do is make music as a hobby, but still carrying on supporting artists that are good and get them the recognition they deserve. And once people recognize that, I think that's going to be a game changer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I don't know if people will recognize that because everyone listens to their demos and thinks I'm amazing.
Yeah, the best.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember thinking I was amazing when I knew I was shit. And let's make it clear, even at the end of my career, I was still shit. I just got a lucky break in it.
But, you know, it's the next generation, things like that. Have we been responsible enough where we've been bringing in new talent and, you know, guiding them through these things? And that hasn't happened very well, you know. It's been this kind of echo chamber that needs to, you know, break from those boundaries. And I think, you know, what you're doing is a good start for all of that. Yeah,
well, I think, like, it's nice to see that a group is coming together. I'm doing what I'm doing, you're doing what you're doing. And, you know, as long as there's this support network building slowly, then I think the game's going to change. It doesn't matter about whether we're older or whatever. It's like we can change it for ourselves, but we can also open the doors for the youngsters coming in and show them the respect and support that they need from an early age to become the next big thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you don't know who's under you at one point, and then next minute they're the ones that are blowing up because you show them how to breathe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Change is possible. Change is possible. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It is, man. Just leave the arrogance and the ego.
But seriously, I respect what you're doing as a group. I've known Manage for so many years. I remember when Manage used to bring his pit bull, and I used to look after his pit bull back in the days. I was just programming beats. He used to just jump on beats, and do you know what I mean? Like not often, just a couple times.
Yeah.
And just, you know, I've known him for years, and all I've known is this guy that just wanted to be a dope lyricist, dope MC, and that was his focus. I like the fact that, you know, he's thinking outside of the box and he's trying to create something that's bigger than him. It's not about one person. It's about.
Well, this is what you're saying about, you know, he's very much like that. You know, he doesn't have to bring me in on videos and beats and, you know, bring me in with these
just so you know,
like,
he told me why he did it. He said he was desperate. He couldn't find anyone else to do it for nothing.
Yeah. he's the cheapest.
Yeah, the cheapest. Yeah.
But now you got to give
he's
you.
Someone he'll share his platform with you. He's one of them guys. So, not everyone is an arsehole, man. Just a lot of people.
Without being rude to Manage, if I brought some food here today, do you think it would have turned up?
It's definitely one you'd have to ask him about.
What about alcohol? He doesn't drink anymore, does he?
He's not a big drinker, no.
No,
he's not a big drinker.
He was back in the days. He was a serious. He was like on the streets.
Yeah.
Not anymore. He's still in.
No, he's not a big drinker, really.
Yeah.
No. I'm sure there's a few things you could persuade him with. But.
All right. So if I had to persuade him to come down here sooner, right, and I had to use food, women, alcohol, which one would he go for?
I'm gonna have to steer clear of any trouble. I'm gonna have to say food.
You can come get the alcohol, and I'll take you.
Guys, thank you very much for being here. Also for doing the freestyles as well, which I can't wait to show the world because I thought it was sick. And yeah, just basically go and support the guys. Lab 79, a new crew. They've been around for years, but they've just formed. They've been going for around 6 months at the moment, and they're building constantly. If they meet other MCs and talents that are on the level that they feel that they can build something with, then, you know, don't be afraid to even send your stuff to them and say, yo, what do you think? Is there any potential of me being part of this? You know what I mean? Because they're about building a community like you just heard. So anyway, thank you very much. If you like what you're seeing and you want to see more interviews like this, give us some suggestions of people that you want us to interview. But more importantly, subscribe to the channel. Tell everybody in your community to subscribe to the channel. Keep watching, because I know somewhere along the line, we're going to be bringing some people that you want to know about for sure. All right? Let's keep this moving. Thank you very much for watching.
Peace.
I lean towards apathetic, body the artist, all graft and no credit, stop the begging, looking for a style to bite, cause your style is like another style that's like, you get it? I can see it flying over your head, and when it said you had promise, I ain't holding my breath, I hold the choke in the death. It sounds harsh, but after listening, it's the one emotion that's left.